better than Woken Warriors.
Yeah. Parang Wukong.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and yeah. Okay. Welcome back. This is the Pipe Bomb, and everyone's here. Everyone's here, and we are undisputed.
All in, diba?
And we are.
No. We're not.
We're maya.
Yeah. So, once again, this is Marco.
This is RD.
Kuya Nick.
And Ohio.
Lagi.
Alam ko si Ohio yung naka-vlog there.
Sabi na lang nila lagi yan. Boss Mac, back to gaming.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So, let's talk about what happened last week on the WWE shows. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. And let's not forget 205 Live.
Sakto pala yung schedule mo ng Thursday ng Pipe Bomb, no?
Oh, yun yung sinabi ko.
Matatapos
Kasi tapos na yung
lahat.
wrestling week.
Pero usapan namin yan kung ano ba talagang araw. Kailangan matapos lang.
Magaling.
So anyway, on Monday Night Raw, what happened during Raw? So, bago yan, Monday Night Raw muna tayo. Kasi mayroon tayo other news na papakita natin later on.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a sneak preview.
Sneak preview of what's to come to WWE and the indie scene. So, Lars,
there
Monday Night Raw, we had Jinder Mahal's feud with Roman freaking Reigns.
With the backstage brawl.
The backstage brawl. And then, more superstars enter the phrase of Money in the Bank. We have the New Day qualifying for the Money in the Bank.
But only one member.
Okay.
Ayan, one member lang. So,
hindi siya yung tag team na, no?
Hindi nga eh.
Individual siya eh.
So, there's a choice between
Big
E, Kofi, and Xavier Woods. And then, finally, the last chapter of Nakamura and AJ Styles. Ito na nga ba yung mangyayari dun sa feud nila? What is the stipulation? I don't know.
Nanalo si Nakamura.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So he'll pick.
But we finally have a win between the rivalry. Since WrestleMania, there was no clear winner.
There was no clear winner nga.
Right.
And then yun, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, guys. It's Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre. How on earth are they gonna win the tag team titles with this strong booking?
It's a very big push. They didn't pin Braun Strowman, but technically they still got a win over Braun Strowman.
Braun and Finn.
And Finn Balor, a world champion.
Yeah. So, it's hard because if they go against AOP, you can't stop AOP's push also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pares silang surge eh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I think parang kailangan, someone has to be off TV, which is AOP right now.
At saka pares silang heel.
Oh, yun pa. So there's no dynamic. Either ma-overpower sila ng AOP na to the point na they're gonna turn face kasi they're super talented naman.
Yeah.
Or AOP is gonna be out of TV for a while McIntyre Ziggler are gonna be built up. Diba?
Or what about the rumor? I don't think it's true, but there was that rumor where they're going to join
Roman Reigns.
The authors of Reigns.
The authors of Reigns. I doubt that.
So damit pa lang pwede na eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the body
The
suits
best.
and stuff.
Yeah.
The best.
Pero I forgot which show was it, pero they referred to it probably was Raw, pero they referred to Raw as his and Roman Reigns as his former Shield brother. I mean, they never broke up, di ba?
Yeah.
So I was like, what? Ano nangyari? I was really curious but sinabi nila yun.
So in other news nga, para big cast Samoa Joe next week for the final slot of the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then announced for the same pay-per-view, Nia Jax will defend her Raw Women's Championship against
Ronda Rousey.
So, grabe yun, di ba?
Ready na ba si Ronda ron?
Yun lang ang medyo tanong.
Or Nia.
Medyo humble pa nga si Ronda when she was asked, di ba, can you do this? Sabi ni Nia. And there's a lot of other ladies that are more deserving. She was being humble.
Di ba they are good vibes? Nagtaas pa nga sila ng kamay.
Yeah, friendly sila kasi magkaakbay silang tatlo nila.
So,
Charlotte.
Paano nagmula yung storyline yun from Ronda tsaka kay Nia?
Actually,
It was just an
all of a
interview.
sudden.
All of a sudden lang, yeah.
Gusto ni
From out of
Ronda ng
nowhere.
It was
title shot.
champion's choice naman eh.
Yeah.
Kasi wala siyang laban nun eh.
So panigurado nasaktan dyan si Nico for Ronda kasi si Alexa Bliss is out of the
Oo nga naman,
out of
oo
the
nga.
start. Yeah.
Wala namang
Anong
injured
match
kasi.
niya, wala siyang match, Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's in the Money in the
Ladder
Bank
match.
ladder match.
Okay.
So yeah, also qualified for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is Becky Lynch. So we have 4 ladies na in the match. You have Charlotte, Ember Moon, Lynch, and Alexa Bliss. Early favorites, sino? Habang di pa puno yung
Alexa.
Alexa ako din.
Yeah.
Mine's Becky Lynch.
Or it's
pwede
either
rin.
Alexa
Yeah,
or
okay
Becky.
din.
Becky Lynch.
She deserves something.
SmackDown already had SmackDown already had the last Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I don't know how it would work kasi dalawang brand for in one match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You only had one contract.
the Money in the Bank pay-per-view last year was SmackDown exclusive So mahirap din
Sila Carmela.
O sila Carmela lang, diba? Si James
Yeah.
Ellsworth pa nga nanalo ng match nila
I saw
Yeah,
it.
yes, yes,
James
yes.
the first ever women's
First
Money
ever
in the
women's
Bank.
Money in the Bank winner. Also, yeah, we should proceed to the other stuff going around the wrestling world.
Oh,
We
boy.
have the UK scene blooming. As announced by WWE.com earlier today, the first 8 superstars who will compete for the UK Championship this June are here guys, featuring Joe Coffey, Zach Gibson, and my personal favorite, El Ligero
Yes. El Ligero with the horns.
with the horn. So
I really don't know how he wrestles like that.
I have no idea. Pero kasi 'di ba he does the high flying moves.
Yeah.
So parang tinuturo siya. So 'di ba?
It's his,
Okay.
it's his gimmick.
It's gimmick.
It's his gimmick.
Gets.
So there's a few more superstars, pero these 3 are the most notable guys. So on Saturday, they'll announce the other 8 superstars.
They'll announce Will Ospreay sa Saturday.
Hardest girl nga gusto ko The winner of this tournament pala will face Pete Dunne on the
For the
same
UK
on the
Championship.
same
Yeah,
weekend
for the
UK
championship.
Championship
NXT Takeover Chicago.
And on that same event,
Same
British
event.
Strong Style.
versus
Undisputed
Era.
Okay.
Yun na, doon na magaganap yun.
Yes.
So
Wade Barrett daw.
Wade Barrett. Actually, Wade Barrett's
Wade.
He's
Pwede,
actually
no?
retired, diba? Zack Sabre Jr.
Too
nga daw,
injured,
sabi
too
ni Kyle. Kaso he signed a full-time deal with New Japan.
New
So I
Japan,
don't think
yeah.
he'll go
And he's getting
away.
pushed there. So
Yeah, he's a main event star now.
But I've heard rumors Wade Barrett is being courted like just to parang
Just
short
to be there,
stint.
no?
Yeah, just to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Not wrestle, but
Not wrestle.
Personality.
Oo. Kasi they
Okay.
need a GM then eventually.
Parang sa
Hindi.
WCPW na ginawa niya.
Oo,
Yeah.
Na
Stu
nag-GM
Bennett.
siya.
Pero he's too unstable man, for me. I don't know. He's too unstable ba eh. Diba, given his history the last I don't know, just 1 year or 6 months,
Yeah.
he's become unstable to
Oh.
work with. So I don't know. Pero it would be
Pero
nice
you know
to see him.
WWE, nothing's impossible with WWE.
Totoo.
Yeah.
Jarrett
Yeah.
happened. So
Jared
Ah,
happens.
yes.
Jared happens, di ba?
I mean, di ba? Sa Sting, nag-debut din.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
so,
Sting.
maraming
And
pwede pa
they
mangyari.
talked about TNA in that one table for 3.
Yeah.
Sino sila?
So, the table for 3 was AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, and Shane McMahon. So,
yeah.
they were talking about TNA most of the time.
Yeah.
Talaga?
Oh,
I was planning to
no
watch that,
censorship.
just hindi ko pa
no
siya
censorship.
nakita.
No
Baka
blurred logos.
Pati yung Impact.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Talaga?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, unscripted talaga, no?
Unscripted yun. So,
Okay.
maganda yung maganda yung segment nun.
Unscripted on Tier 1's YouTube.
Baka bibilin nila yung ano.
I think they have
Yung
they have
impact.
royalties lang ata from certain footages and stuff kung kailangan talaga for the segment. Kasi
Okay.
they're pretty an open relationship naman at this point.
Okay.
Kasi since
really.
TNA's dead, Impact's alive.
Oh.
Hindi kasi, I mean, Impact is a wrestling promotion na, hindi na siya TNA. So,
Oh yeah, okay.
it's pretty good.
The name is dead.
Speaking of Impact, we have Rich Swann joining Impact
Yeah,
Wrestling.
nagulat ako dito.
So,
Straight out of jail, no?
Straight out of jail. So medyo shocking news siya from some of us kasi he was involved in an incident which led to his release in WWE.
If it's
Yeah.
against family values, it's against WWE policies.
Yeah.
Tama.
So can Rich Swann handle this? That's the question that we want to ask you guys.
Are they still together?
I think they are.
Yung asawa ba niya yun? Yung nasa
Yung
Impact?
asawa niya yun, yung asawa niya yun.
Nasa Impact.
Oh.
diba?
Oh, yung asawa niya
yan,
din yun.
tama.
Okay.
So maybe that's din para maging closer din sila.
And not just Rich Swann. The charges were dropped against
Enzo Amore.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Did you see the latest picture of Enzo?
Yeah, what the
Shaved Enzo.
Weird.
A little less facial hair, a lot more
Parang
cocaine.
pre-soft version ni Enzo.
Yeah. The
Eric Arndt.
Si Eric Artsy base skin
the
niya.
FCW Enzo.
Oh.
Yeah. Sabi din ni Sting of the Money in the Bank briefcase madalas fits sa mga heel. So, guys, what do you think
Oh,
about that?
Actually,
talaga.
yeah, it's like part of their threat dun sa like
Yeah.
whoever is champion.
So, I guess it's why I like The Miz to win. So, I want him to win.
Di ba, pati si Ziggler dati, di ba?
Oh,
Money in the Bank siya
he was
with,
a heel.
Yeah.
with
And then
Big E at tayo, tsaka
Big E.
AJ.
AJ Lee, yep.
Ah.
And then nagkaroon ng double turn with Alberto Del Rio.
Because no one liked ADR at that point.
Ang
Yeah.
sarap kasi pakinabangan ng Money in the Bank kung ano ka, a-hole ka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sobrang boring kasi pagka naka-Money in the Bank ka tapos sobrang bait mo face ka, di ba?
RVD, di ba?
Diba?
RVD,
Lalabas
John
ka saglit.
John Cena.
Mm. Tapos di mo na magagamitin pa.
No
Yeah.
no sneaky cash in. Just I want a match. Not as exciting.
Not as exciting. And now we've gone over our recap, we'll proceed to our
Because
favorite.
now we're gonna be all in.
In.
Okay.
This is our
There we
topic
go.
number 1 for today. All in 2018, September 1st.
Yes. Very excited. It's shaping up to be. Could this be the biggest indie wrestling show ever?
I think it is kasi they broke some records na din na
Oh, sold
they're the
out.
first
Sold
show in US that's not WWE to sell out
In
10,000.
26 minutes.
29.
29
Yun.
29 minutes.
Actually,
Less than 30
I think we have a
minutes.
video of that.
Yeah,
if we can
I think
play
we
it.
do. So,
Ano yan? Bing delete.
play.
Let me see. Yan.
There we go. Yeah. So yeah, selling out all those tickets.
That's for an indie promotion.
Yep. No, it's just it's
Is this Ring of Honor affiliated? Hindi.
Hindi. Walang promotion na affiliated yet.
Just,
Kasi
just full Bullet Club.
self-finance event.
Yeah.
So,
Ah.
napansin mo yung mga pangalan na doon. They have Okada, they have Rey Mysterio.
talaga?
Oh,
Yep,
Okada's gonna be there.
Okada.
Rey Mysterio, Kenny Omega, The Bucks, Stephen Amell. Yung mga Impact guys din, si Pentagon,
Pentagon
si Rey
Jr.
Phoenix.
Basically, anyone that's
The
not in WWE
Lucha Underground.
is invited.
yep.
Malaki nga, malaki.
So, everyone's invited. It's a super indie show talaga.
And of course, the name on everyone's minds, CM
CM
Punk.
Punk.
Punk. Sakto, Chicago pa.
Oh. And then,
Oh,
may ano siya, may event siya on all-in weekend talaga sa Pro Wrestling Tees. So,
Talaga?
It's his first
Convention
ulit.
appearance. Yeah.
first appearance since leaving WWE.
It's a convention, di ba?
Wrestling
Yep.
related,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a convention.
So meet and greet yun. So we'll see if CM Punk will have a surprise appearance tomorrow. I mean on All In.
On All In.
Sana nga
Yeah.
bukas eh.
And to think they didn't even need him to be confirmed on the show for it to sell out.
Yeah, oo, tama.
They want a piece of history then.
Di, kasi sobrang bigat na agad nung lineup mo eh.
Yeah,
The
kasi-
Bucks, Cody Rhodes, tapos may Okada ka pa.
Okada.
Yeah.
And then Pentagon Jr.
Pentagon Jr.,
Oh.
Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
And then yung mga galing din yung mga babae na dyan. They also have Joey Ryan, Stephen Amell,
Stephen
from
Amell.
Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow.
So alam mo yun, it's a
May star
star-studded show.
power sila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make it simple, may star power sila, pero not necessarily the WWE kind of star power wherein you have like big names nila. These are like from other other
Like
people you wanna
nations.
see.
Yeah.
So,
So,
it's like a mega
Pero
crossover.
yeah, Stephen Amell used to be I already showed up in WWE before.
Yeah.
Mm.
It
So,
was,
yeah,
with
so this is
Neville.
nice to it's nice to see him again in a ring.
So guys, what do you think? Will CM Punk return on All In?
I have a feeling yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
So,
feeling.
Actually,
it's,
same
I mean,
din.
I
it's
want
Chicago.
Chicago. I think he'll do a promo then the arena will explode or
He'll
something.
kill Okada.
I want Okada versus CM Punk. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be nice. Pero they have no...
Sino ba ngayon ni Okada? Sino ba ngayon na...
Okada, it's Okada versus Omega.
Omega.
Okay.
Yung Okada Omega 4 on Dominion, so that's next month. Actually, yung
Pares face na yun eh.
yeah.
Yep.
Actually, another news, yung Dominion event sold out then.
Talaga?
Less than a month before the event. So, sobrang bilis din ng turnout.
That's in Japan ba or
That's in
US?
Japan.
Oh,
Yeah.
sa Japan
Japan.
pa, di ba? Laking
Kasi-
bagay yun.
I think si Furondo ata pupunta dun eh.
Oh. Oh.
Yamanin yun, nag-book ng ticket yan eh, nagsabi. So, I think he's gonna witness history then being made.
Omega Okada. That's on June, di ba?
Yeah,
June.
Yep.
Lapit na. Next
Fourth
next month
sila.
na.
Fourth.
fourth.
Talaga, next month. 15
Ano
days
yung
na lang.
stipulation nila? It was a best of, di
3
ba?
out of 2
Two out of
three
falls.
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 No time limit.
No time limit, 2
Out
out
of
of 3
three
falls.
falls.
Pwede sila mag-wrestling hanggang
Basically,
kinabukasan.
a limited Iron Man match.
Oo.
Automatic 1-1 and then go for the third speed.
5 hours later.
Yun yung yung mga 2-hour match siguro to.
One
Na
Rainmaker, one
One Wing Angel.
One Wing Angels, V-Triggers.
Tapos laro na talaga yun yung tunay na laro.
Para lang, pabilis lang ng oras. And speaking of New Japan,
Yeah.
since nandito
While
tayo,
we're in Japan.
while we're in Japan, our next topic is actually Best of the Super Juniors. Which we're gonna do our first ever fantasy, first ever
Again.
games.
Best
Kasi
of Super Junior.
it's
Yeah.
it's a long tournament. So
Yeah.
we need to pick our winners.
It's like if WWE wanted a Cruiserweight Classic, but every year. It's great. I love how New Japan always puts a spotlight on its well, they call it juniors, but a
Actually,
lighter class of wrestler.
The X divisions.
Yeah.
Actually gives meaning dun sa nila, sa division
Sakto
nila.
no?
They have something to work for.
May relevance no?
Yeah.
Actually,
May
pwede rin
relevance,
pakita kung sino yung sino yung mga nandun ulit sa sa
We have a thing.
We have a graphic for that.
Yeah.
So you'll see there you have ACH, Bushi,
Top Gun.
Flip
Flip
Gordon.
Gordon, my favorite.
Flip.
Bone Soldier, Taiji Shimori, Tiger Mask, Will Ospreay, Sho Tanaka, Yoshinori Kanemaru, Chris Sabin, world champion before, Dragon Lee, El Desperado, who is this? Hiromu Takahashi, Kushida, Marty Skrull, Ryusuke Taguchi, and then Yohei Komatsu.
Oh yeah.
So it's a stack lineup kasi almost all of them held the championship at one point. So especially current champion Will Ospreay has a tough task on his hands.
Pero heavy favored pa rin.
Heavy favorite siya kasi siya yung champion
Heavy favored pa rin.
Pero I think in his first match, medyo iffy siya. So pakita natin kung ano yung first match. That's gonna be tomorrow.
Sinong kalaban niya?
So ito yung magiging matches tomorrow. It's gonna be Bone Soldier, Taiji Shimori, the newest member of the Bullet Club,
Bullet Club.
versus the aerial assassin
Ma'am.
Will Ospreay. And then the next day is gonna be the B block, which is Hiromu Takahashi versus the villain Marty Skrull. So
dalawang Bullet Club bukas.
hindi, ano to? Yung isa sa 19 yung isa.
Okay.
So guys, ito yung pick-ems natin for the week. Who do you think will win the first two matches?
I think if Ishimori has any chance of surprising Ospreay, it'll be in the opening match.
Yeah. So you think he's gonna win?
Pero I don't think ibibigay niya yun.
Pero why would they pair them up? Yun nga.
Kasi binibuild na rin nila si Ospreay. Masasayang yung momentum niya.
Unless they want Ospreay to make like a heroic comeback, like beat everyone at the end of the tournament, look really strong, and go into the finals.
Losers bracket.
I think talo isang Bullet Club member, panalo isang Bullet Club member.
Yeah, I think
talo
for
sure.
Si Bone Soldier. I think
Talo
he's
si Bone
dropping.
Soldier.
I think Bone Soldier will win. Kasi they're building him up to be the next junior heavyweight ng Bullet Club.
Yeah, he was a big reveal.
Big reveal din siya eh.
Hottest free agent.
So he needs to win.
I'm really confused dito sa sa matchup na to kasi you got two guys that you want to push.
Na may momentum.
Why would you drop someone?
I mean,
unless may losers
it's a long tournament. It's a long tournament eh. So
Yeah.
a champion can afford to lose. Kasi for example, if Bone Soldier wins, he's gonna earn a championship match against Will Ospreay in the near future. Kasi pwede na gamitin as for a storyline.
Like in the G1.
Like in the G1. Like in the G1 last year ata yun, when Okada lost, diba?
To Evil.
To Evil. Nagkaroon siya ng title shot afterwards. So pwede mangyari yun eh. So pwedeng hindi manalo si Bone Soldier ng tournament, but he'll get a win against Ospreay. So he'll get a title shot anyway.
Either ways, di ba, someone can get a story pa rin.
Yeah.
Like, it's more painful pa nga pag nalaglagan ng ng parang first mo. So, yeah, I'm leaning, like, if you put it that way, like, possibly nga si Ishimori yung manalo kasi nga, it would give Ospreay, hey, that was my first match, di ba? It's really pissed off.
Or you could do the storyline thing where Will Ospreay wins, but it's such a hard win, he gets
injured,
minor injury that he has to fight through the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
But I think what we have here is a picture of the main forerunners for the tournament, along with Kushida, of course.
Of course.
If Kushida wins this, he'll tie someone like Jushin Thunder Liger for 3-time Best of Super Junior winner.
Oh yeah. Who's he tied with right now? Diba si like
a lot of people. He's 2-time. So like
Finn Balor,
Prince Devitt.
Prince Devitt, of course.
Yeah.
And for the B block naman, I think Takahashi will win kasi they're trying to build him up again kasi parang nawala siya ng momentum
again. Yeah.
Kasi para sa akin, for the Western world, mostly favored tayo sa mga Bullet Club members eh.
Yeah.
Pero in Japan, doesn't work that way.
LIJ is the most popular
which is good.
So yeah, for this one, I'm thinking Takahashi rin. For this
so
opening lang.
The Japanese man will win.
Yeah.
All right.
It can still go both ways. Like for Ospreay, maraming options eh. Pero for the other one, we can't have two Bullet Club winners on the opening day.
But shout out to, it's not happening the first day, but shout out to another match that I really want to see because there's no more Ricochet, but we're going to have Ospreay versus Flip Gordon.
Okay,
I think that's gonna be the match that parang highly rated din. Kasi remember all
for
of the
spots.
No, kasi
Spot
parang
monkey.
like last year was Real Ospreay versus Ricochet. It was rated 5 stars. So parang I'm really excited to see, Flip Gordon do the same thing if ever.
It's the name says it all.
The Flip Army.
Flip Army.
Okay.
How many flips in these matches?
One shot, one flip.
one shot, one flip. And then, yeah.
Are we going to
sino bang
review a surprise though, or not?
Sinong biggest for Bullet Club dito for the
Like the
junior
favorite sa tournament.
sino yung nila front runner nila for the Bullet Club?
Sa
For
junior heavyweight?
Junior heavyweight.
Si Marty
Skrull.
Marty
Marty
Skrull.
Skrull,
Yeah,
Definitely.
former junior heavyweight champion.
Okay.
Yep.
Kasi if you look at the field right now, you have several world champions like you have Chris Sabin, former Impact World Champion.
Tanda na eh.
You have ACH, sobrang veteran niya sa indie scene. Flip Gordon, who's actually on the rise kasi because of being the elite. And then you have Tiger Mask, who can be a sleeper pick. And then Ryusuke Taguchi then, who was a former champion.
Tiger Mask is like family favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the cultural phenomenon, cultural icon.
Tiger Mask 4.
Tiger Mask 4.
4. He's the fourth in the great line
The
of Tiger
great line
Mask.
of Tiger Mask.
Mala AG styles na pala yung forma ni Chris Sabin. No?
Oh,
Yeah.
ano Motor City Machine Guns. So it's actually may magkakaroon ata ng match dito.
Niya?
Si Alex Shelley.
Okay.
Actually magkakaroon ng match dito between Sabin and Kushida. It's gonna be the fight for Alex Shelley's partner.
Okay.
Kasi they were diba? They were the time splitters when it's Alex Shelley and
Oh
Kushida.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Love triangle ba?
They had some good moves.
It is.
Okay.
So yeah, several champions here and several rising stars. This is the best of the Super Juniors. You can watch that tomorrow on New Japan World or PM nyo ako, bibigyan ko kayo ng link.
Link.
Kasi medyo
Oops.
Link for the subscription.
Yes.
Made it.
Made it.
Nice save.
So yeah.
Okay, so yun nga, like speaking of like watching it, you can still watch it live. Pero di ba may like speaking of live, I think we have something.
Yeah.
Lalo na pag ikaw yung friend, automatic nakapost sa Facebook. Panoorin mo talaga ng live eh.
Yung pag friend mo ako sa Facebook, alam mo na yung mangyayari. Kasi masaspoil ko kayo.
Kailangan talaga papanoorin mo ng live.
Yeah, hindi niya kasalanan.
But
yan.
yes, good segue. Speaking of live shows, we have something special today.
Oo.
Kasi I
Kita ko na
think
sila,
that
boss.
was 2 weeks ago nung we last guested them. So
Yes, our friends are back
from the MWF,
Yeah,
the
Manila
Manila Wrestling
Federation.
Federation. And they mentioned they have a show this coming, I think it was in the
27.
27. 27.
Sa
It
UP
is
ba to?
Maki
UP.
Oh, sa
Wrestling.
UP.
Wag matakot. So we have 5 tickets here. That ano stipulations natin dito? We have a stipulation.
So guys, kung gusto nyo makinood sa amin ng Manila Wrestling Federation's Maki Wrestling, Wag Matakot, do like their Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Manila Wrestling Federation. Do like us on Facebook then on facebook.com/wxcombo. And do follow our Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/wxc.
If you can do Neville's signature move, you can
On video.
Insta win.
Balita ko
have
rin kasi,
one.
we have 5 tickets over here. So guys, here's your chance to
Okay,
witness
so,
Filipino wrestling at its finest.
So invite natin sila ulit. Once again, ini-invite namin everyone to come watch the Manila Wrestling Federation live event. It is
Pero more of this.
Yes, they'll be invited.
Yes.
Just
Because
for
we
these
have a
tickets,
guest
we
later
have
on.
tickets.
Very excited.
They're actually outside, so I think we're gonna take a short break.
commercial.
Yes.
And then
And
when we come back,
Makikita nyo talaga sila.
makita nyo sila.
Yep.
We're gonna have Mr. Lucha and Commissioner Mike Shanon
The
from
Commissioner.
Manila Wrestling Federation. And yeah,
Be sure to
you
stay
can hear
there.
it. Yeah.
And when we return, ando na nga yung mga stars natin from MWF. Stay there.
stick around.
We'll be right back. Bam.
Hello everyone, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Rain.
Siguro by now narinig niyo na yung term na position sa larong Dota 2.
Pero ano nga ba talaga ang ibig sabihin ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 na positions sa Dota?
Today on Competitive 101, we'll be doing some quick maths starting with position 1, the hard carry.
Before we continue, a short history on the position system in Dota. Originally a Chinese system, the 1 to 5 number positions are a general model of how a Dota team is structured.
The structure itself is pretty simple. Starting from 1. The lower the number, the higher the priority the player gets in terms of gold and experience. 1 then would mean that the player receives the most experience and gold for items, and 5 the least.
Positions in Dota don't always equal the lane assignments. Kahit na madalas ilagay sa isang lane ng isang position, pwede pa rin tong mag-iba depende sa match-up.
A hero in the 1 position means that they have the highest priority for levels and gold on your team. This is your hard carry, the hero most expected to close out and win the game. Heroes that scale well into the late game are naturally choices for position 1.
These heroes usually deal a ton of damage later in the game, but need some time to reach a critical point.
Sa laro, expected na mag-focus ang isang position 1 sa pagkuha ng gold through last hitting or farming efficiently. Meanwhile, ang trabaho ng supports na tulungan siyang mag-succeed either through stacking neutral creep camps or sa pag-box out ng kalaban nilang mga hero para safe makapag-last hit.
Dahil kailangan ng position 1 ng maraming gold at experience, madalas yung buong team dito nakafocus yung buong game plan nila. At dahil doon, sila rin ang main target patayin ng enemy team. Palagi silang hinahanap sa mga rotations at ganks at kahit na sa teamfight.
Basically, yung kalaban nyo ay si Lex Luthor at gusto nilang patayin si Superman.
Agility heroes make up the majority of the role. These heroes have more attack speed the later the game goes, allowing them to attack faster and deal more damage.
Classic examples for position 1 include Anti-Mage, Terrorblade, Medusa, and Sven. Other heroes like Tinker can also be considered position 1 of the team because the hero basically needs a lot of resources early to rush a Boots of Travel and then naturally farm multiple lanes at once.
The position 1, ang late game taking time bomb.
Kaya mo bang buhatin ng team mo at manalo?
For more tips and tricks, abangan sa WXC Combo ang Competitive 101.
Ready 24/7. Alright, hello sa mga viewers natin dyan. I am General Tuna and of course, you know me, no? Sir Ryan Hernandez. Sabi niya dito, Jazz, try mo kaya sa horse race mag-announce, parang mas may future ka dun. To be honest, dun ako galing, no? Announcer talaga ako sa kabayo, sa karera ng kabayo. Video karera ko, at kahit nung karera pa yan, karera ng manok, lahat. Nag-announcer ako. Kaya sabi ko, new perspective na naman sa buhay. Kasi ayoko ng ganun na lang. So dinala ko dito sa pagka-casting at nag-work. Alright. Mars Nerval. Sabi niya dito, ang kulit nung caster, pagkatapos ng clash, biglang higup yung laway. Malamang! Ikaw ba naman? Di ba? Gaganon-ganon yung laway mo, nagkakas ka, bigla ka dapat ganun, di ba? Higupin mo. Lalo na kung may co-caster ka na nauulan na ng laway mo yung co-caster mo, di ba? O ganun. Eto, Samuel Salazar, Pet Malu Lodi, General, where pa? General lang yun, naintindihan ko doon. Anong language to, kuya? Chinese, Japanese, o jelly-jellyfish? Hindi ko talaga alam. Alright, next. Eto, iba talaga si General Tuna. General tunay na rapper. Talaga, ako lang yung tunay na general. General Faulkner, I'm watching you. Alvin Katakutan. Ako po, kailangan ko talagang katakutan to. Nakakatakot. Alright, General Tuna, tol, please lang, wag ka na mag-caster. Dami mali pinagsasabi, nakakaasar lang. 26 minutes pa lang ng video na to, tinigilan ko na, panonorin dahil sa'yo, ang labo mo. Lol, hindi mo pinabot ng 27 minutes, doon yung rap god ko. Diyos ko po. Ulitin mo, panoorin mo ulit, tapos 27 minutes. Kapag umabot na 27 minutes, balik ka sa comment section. Alright. Mark Farin. Excellent casting, hype is real, kudos sa'yo, General Tuna. Ayun, ito talaga yung mga comment na nakakataba ng puso. At saka dahil sa sobrang taba ng puso, tumataba na rin ako dito sa WXC Combo. Pagdating naman sa events, compared naman kay Calbs. Kasi si Calbs, pa makita mo sa event, kahit nasang ka, kilalang kilala mo.
Okay, welcome back to the Fight Bomb, and surprise, surprise, our friends are back from Manila Wrestling Federation, and check it out, we have a real live luchador, in the studio, and not just any luchador, Mr. Lucha.
Thank you.
And of course, the commissioner of MWF, Mike Shanon.
Everyone? So how are you guys? Pretty good?
Yeah, beat up, kinda sick, pero I'm good.
You know what's sick? Our segment for today.
Oh, segue.
Very nice.
All right. So let's get to know you guys a bit more. First of all, talk about working in MWF. Like, what's the experience like creating this new product for the Filipino market?
For us, it's really been nothing short of a dream come true. We had spent, maybe the last 2.5, 3 years, really almost 4 years actually.
Yes,
wow.
almost.
Trying to get MWF off the ground. Before we had our set of shows last year at Makati Cinema Square, we had to go from gym to gym and basically go anywhere where we could practice wrestling. And then now here we are doing these new set of shows with our very own ring. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's a dream come true.
All right. That's great. That's great. A question for Mr. Lucha. What made you decide to become a luchador? I mean, it's not a usual, like, not every wrestler wants to take that on.
Growing up, when I watch wrestling before, even if I don't know the characters, I would watch with my grandmother.
Wow.
You know those stereotypical wrestling grandmothers who would just like yell at the TV, things like that. So yeah, even if we would not know who are fighting, we would know them by color. So like the prominent red guy and a prominent blue guy are fighting, things like that. Then that's where I was hooked.
So who was your grandma's favorite wrestler back then?
She doesn't know.
Is it the red guy?
Red wrestler number 2.
Red wrestler number 2.
Something like that.
So yeah, why did you decide to keep your identity under the mask ba?
That's stemming from that. That's basically where it all came from. I wanted to be somebody that can project, somebody that people can easily distinguish. Like when you see my mask, it's blue. So that blue guy.
Oh, the blue guy. The blue guy.
Yes.
The blue guy's good.
When I see colors on the screen, like going everywhere, that's what captivated me. That's why my costume, my ring gear, and everything about me is very colorful. Especially when I have the Philippine colors on my ring gear.
Whoa. Very, very patriotic.
Very patriotic, dude.
All right. So, moving on, you have, and as we said with the contest, you guys have a show coming on the 27th. So, what can you tell us about Maki Wrestling, Wag Matakot?
It's going to be MWF's second big show for the year. There's going to be a lot of very exciting wrestling matches. Oh, there we got the match card. At the main event, it's going to be the first round for the MWF Championship Tournament with Mr. Lucha going up against Robin Sane. It's going to be a rematch from last year's MWF Live. And, you know, for those who were in attendance, that match was just spectacular. It was historic. It was groundbreaking. And we are going to see that and so much more this coming May 27 at UP Bahay ng Alumni.
So yeah, what's it like being in the main event? Like, was it like competing for the championship now?
Based last year, it was really to prove what MWF can do. So we really had to go all out to show everybody and the wrestling scene here what MWF means. Like, not just Manila Wrestling Federation. When you watch us, we're that time last year, that is our way of telling you who we are. And this time, since there is a championship coming around, it's really kind of a game changer because we've already shown ourselves.
Established.
You could say that. Established ourselves last year. Then this year, it's really leveling up or really doing better than last year.
So meaning you say you're going all in?
Oh, theme of the day, all in.
Team of the day.
Okay. Let's see. Who wants to get to know our guests a little bit better? You can ask what questions you want to Mike Shanon, to Mr. Lucha in the chat. But let's start with a question that, you know, it can apply to anyone, any mark out there. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
You guys talked about him. I'll bring him up again. Favorite wrestler in recent memory? It's got to be CM Punk.
Yes.
Oh, a CM Punk fan.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I am a CM Punk mark.
Likewise. We are disciples of straight edge.
Yeah, he is the best in the world.
He is the best in the world. Okay, for Mr. Lucha, who's your favorite masked wrestler?
Actually, my all-time favorite wrestler would be Mick Foley.
Ooh.
Why?
he's just crazy.
So, can you be crazy at times?
Oh, not here.
Not here, not here. So, what's your ring style ba?
It's more on the luchador style, being agile and all that. More like a blue demon.
Ah, which is why your mask is.
Yeah,
Yes,
kinda.
Okay, it's great. Let's see. In terms of like promo work, who do you look up to, like when you're on the mic?
Um, whenever I do my promos, whenever those kinds of work, I always base it on, or the wrestler that I'm really thinking of is the Eurasian Dragon. He was my partner last April 8th. I really look up to the guy. He's really taught me a lot of great things, and I talk to him from time to time to see how I can improve my work.
Yeah, do you have any?
I'm just looking at Twitch chat right now. So,
Oh, there.
Egg Notes say that, paano mag-tryout sa inyo, sir? Taekwondo player po ako. So, are you guys open for tryouts or something?
Right now, we're still really polishing our system because as of right now, we kind of have a full roster.
Okay.
I mean, it's few, but it's hard to manage.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
It's developing itself, but
Yeah.
we will have our boot camp coming up very soon. So that's something everyone can check out the MWF Facebook page for updates on, because we will make that announcement very soon.
Yes.
And I hope that when you do have the boot camp in order, someone from MWF will come back on this show so we can announce it.
Cool. As long
you
as you're
guys.
willing
Or
to
someone
have
on
us.
Wombo Combo will join the boot camp.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Nick.
wink,
That
wink.
can possibly happen.
Oh, we
That
can
can
arrange that.
happen,
You guys can have a
yes.
blast.
Yeah, so Eligible Force says that, Mr. Lucha, what is your finisher?
Oh.
Why you
It's a crazy thing I invented.
Okay.
It's really crazy. The name is just plainly DVDX.
DVDX.
Yes. You know that
From
song?
the song?
Yes.
Okay.
For people who haven't seen the DVDX, just to give them an idea, Mr. Lucha basically takes someone in a power bomb-like position, hoists them up, but instead of slamming them forward, he quickly hooks them into a standing fireman's carry and drops them down with a Death Valley driver.
I was actually going to save it so that they'll watch, but it's okay. They can just imagine it in their heads.
I know, but it's a beautiful
Can
move.
you perform that finisher on one of us right now?
We have a table right here.
Yeah, we have a
We have
table.
a table right here.
We can do that. Who's like,
Yeah.
we can take bumps right now.
Get Jazz back
Probably
in
we
here.
can just move the lights and then, it's
Or
possible.
get,
Nah, just
get,
kidding.
get one of our tin boys right there. Maybe they can carry. CZPH says that can anyone join the boot camp even without special training?
Yes, it's the way we started before. We really did not have any formal training. We learned from an indie wrestler that progressed. We learned from another indie wrestler. I learned from Eurasian Dragon last 2016, things like that. So we have all of this information in our heads. We just kind of play around with it. Even if you don't have a athletic background, there is a way we're able to make you a wrestler with just enough dedication and hard work.
If I could add to that, with our training, we've also had the chance to work with a number of the most prominent wrestlers based here in Southeast Asia, and we've gotten to really absorb so much from people who've been veterans for 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of that really comes into the kind of stuff that we put together, not just in the matches, but also in regards to our training. It's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of dedication. The best advice, we could really give is that, if you're going to start out wrestling training, you want to hope for the best, but don't have too many expectations and just put the hard work into it. Going back to the Eurasian Dragon again, he once told me that, in wrestling, There'll be more hard times than there'll be good times. But when you get to the good times, it all becomes worth it. And that's something that's very, very true for
That
us.
is. The way I see it actually is it's really more of an attitude thing rather than what your body can do. Because if your mindset is right and you really want to pursue this, you will do you will jump through so many hoops just to be what you want to be. So it's really kind of a mindset thing. Like if you can't carry yourself or if you don't have athletic background, but you really want this, you're going to do anything you can to be able to at least start until you're able to get where you want to be.
All right. Super inspirational words from Mr. Lucha right there.
We're gonna quote you on that on our.
Yeah. Oh, since you talked about training, why don't you walk us through like a training day with you guys? Like, what do the MWF wrestlers go through?
Our training system changes from time to time, but the way I teach, we go through the basic, and then there's like a topic of the day.
Okay.
So what was your favorite session when it comes to training?
Yeah, like, give
what's
us
your
an
favorite
example.
topic and stuff?
Oh, it's really the chain wrestling and the bumps,
Okay.
wherein we do bumps, everybody gets a turn, and then we do like the transition chain wrestling, where you start up any way you can, and then you're smoothly transitioning into another hold, another hold, another hold. So it will give you like you know that that instinct. Now, if you're in this position,
Should
you're
go to
gonna
this.
how
Right.
you're going to counter it and things like that.
Right. Developing the muscle memory.
Yes,
Yeah.
muscle memory there.
So was taking bumps back then? What was your first bump look like? Was it super bad? Did it hurt?
Yes. My first bump was really the worst because aside doing the wrong bump, I bumped in a boxing ring.
Wow.
So the idea there, whenever you take a bump, because there will always be whiplash, but to avoid the whiplash, you need to tuck in your chin to your chest. They said chin to chest. So when I did that, I was like, wait, my chin doesn't reach my chest. So I opened my mouth, then I put my chin to my chest, and then when they told me to bump, I bumped, and then
Oh, you bit your tongue.
no, I
okay.
just really.
Oh.
That gotta hurt, man.
So aside my back bumping, my set of teeth bumped.
Oh. Okay.
So
My
that
God.
really hurt. So I was like, what is this?
So what kept you going from all of the bumps that you
Mm.
took, all of the moves that you got? And
That's a really good question because in training or when you're becoming a professional wrestler, people always have this mindset of who they want to be at the end goal.
Right.
At the end game, when you're there, when you have everything. Me, what kept me going is I did not know who I was. I always say when you're in training, you will always find yourself in training. So I went through so many phases, personas, until I really took the time to step back, relax, stop with all the crazy stuff, and then I reeled back. Then that's when it gave me the enlightenment na, hey, why don't you be this guy? I was like, yeah, I think that was it.
so that's how Mr. Lucha
Yes.
really
Was
started.
born.
Yes.
Mr. Lucha
Okay.
was-
So we've talked about personas. What was your best and worst persona
Oh
back
my
then before you were
goodness.
Mr.
Yes.
Lucha? So we're gonna talk about
that.
that and do an impression when
Yeah. Sample. A sample,
a sample
promo.
persona.
I would really say at that time my best it's in one because it's a
The best and the worst.
yes, the best and the worst persona I was really wanting then was a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde persona. Aside that, it was really coming out from Mick Foley. At the time, I was reading the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde book. I forgot who wrote it, but yeah. So I was like, this is cool. Sometimes I have moments where I'm like Dr. Jekyll, moments where I'm like Mr. Hyde, and then that kind of transitioned into my first wrestling persona.
What's the name?
Kerchak.
Karjak?
Kerchak.
Kerchak. Sorry,
He's
Karjak.
the alpha gorilla of in Tarzan. Yes.
Oh.
I'm really fond of apes or great apes, monkeys. So
So have you thought of a monkey luchador thing?
yes, I did. You know, dial M for monkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the cartoon, right?
I was like, okay, that would be cool. So yeah, that was my best and worst.
So are you gonna have like a custom mask one time with the M?
I hope
It says
so.
Mr. Lucha. So it's an
Yeah.
M, so it
There you
kind
go.
of
Although
fits,
I have
right?
an idea for an internet personality or a band.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
In the
what's
far future or near future maybe.
so internet brand?
Yeah. They're popular in YouTube. They're a two-man band and you'll see it
Okay.
when the time comes.
It's important then to make your own self or your own content then because it's what the guys from Being the Elite
Mm.
did to make them successful as they are right now,
Very
right?
good.
That's actually what I really like with our brand of wrestling. 99 or let's say 98% of what we do is purely original.
Whoa.
The only 2% are stemmed from ideas from elsewhere, but
Right.
the rest is purely the wrestlers' ideas, the writers' ideas. Then we like, okay, let's roll with it, and then from there we see if it works or not.
Yeah, I think, when it comes to a lot of the ideas that comes into the Manila Wrestling Federation, the idea is, okay, what's everyone doing and what can we do differently? What's
Yeah.
everyone doing and what can we do better?
Like Tarek was here last week.
Yeah.
One quote that was last week, right?
2 weeks ago.
yeah,
2 weeks ago,
Last
Yeah,
week.
2 weeks ago.
What's always in my head whenever I think of something, in this business, you either have to be, what was that quote? Different, ugly, or something. In this kind of business, you have to be either, I forgot the quote, different or bad. So we chose different. Good, bad, or different. So
Good,
we
bad.
chose the different side.
So what's it like now doing different things? Because you're breaking the norm of what
Yes.
the usual promotion was like.
Here in the Philippines, we're really tapping into that Filipino thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we have Gig Striker. Gig Striker is our resident action hero. The 90s action hero specifically. We tap into people's nostalgia,
Okay,
Ooh.
okay.
things like that. So, like, and Gigs himself is a fan of the 90s time things like the SNES.
FPJ, no?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
okay.
things that have been established
Yung mga
in the Filipino minds during the 90s.
Yeah.
So, things like that.
So even the other guys that on this card, like Fabio Makisig,
Mm.
the same name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have guys that have like Aldrin Richards. That's the I really love the name, by the way. Never thought of that as a smart guy. So a question from Eligible Force, Mr. Lucha, are you a face or are you a heel?
You have to watch.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
What a heel. That's what a heel would say.
That's a heel move.
Sayang. You can't see what my ring gear is. But, yeah, I'm a good guy. I'm not a... Yeah! Hey!
There you
let's
go.
Timed it
Yeah.
perfectly.
Perfect
So,
timing.
yeah, I'm a good guy. Seems like naman eh.
It is, you seem like a good guy. You seem like a good guy. So, are you planning to have different designs of your mask?
I
and stuff?
already have.
Is it gonna debut on the event?
No.
Oh,
Although I have different masks for in and out of the ring. Supposedly I was going to wear my red I wear my red mask
mm-hmm.
when I'm doing business outside of the ring. but I wear this mask when I'm inside the ring. This is basically my work mask.
Oh, your work mask.
So I have to get physical kasi I'm already wearing this blue mask.
So are we gonna expect some body slams here?
Maybe if I can control myself.
If you want.
I can take a bump myself too. So just saying.
Thank you for volunteering, RD.
Because we have a coach that is actually training with you guys in MWF. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he talks about you guys a lot. So big
cool.
fan.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
So yeah.
Oh wait, just a very simple question.
Yeah.
Since you were already talking about your mask, like how hard is it to perform in a mask all the time?
Very hard. It's constricting the important parts of my body, which is my nose.
The face, basically the face.
It's okay. It kind of cushions the actual hit, so yay.
Oh.
Legends say that you take a shower with your mask on. Is that true?
Sometimes. With this on some nights, the red one on other nights.
So what was your favorite color when you decide to do stuff?
Yeah, it's really the blue.
It's really
It's
the blue.
this mask. I
Okay.
really love this mask. This is actually bought in Mexico.
What?
Yeah. My masks are from Mexico.
Man, he's authentic. He's
An
the
authentic
actual
luchador.
luchador.
So, yeah. I wouldn't really have it any
All
other
right,
way.
let's just plug it one more time.
Yeah. So guys, we're running out of time right now. So do share your event with us, and then we'll do the giveaway afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can I hold up the ticket?
Sure,
No
sure.
problem.
So we've
I'll
got
hold up one too.
these tickets over here. These tickets are for our next show. It is coming to you live from the UP Bahay ng Alumni on
Bahay
May
ng Alumni.
27th, 2018. It is
Man.
MWF2, Maki Wrestling, Wag Matakot. The show starts at 6 p.m. And on the main event, there's the match card right there. On the main event, it's going to be the opening contest in the first round match for the MWF Championship Tournament. That is Robin Sane versus Mr. Lucha.
Yay,
Mr.
that's me.
Lucha, while I have you here, while we're all here, what can you tell us about your thoughts going into what's sure to be a historic contest against Robin Sane?
Oh.
Well,
Because we're gonna have him next week. We're gonna ask the same question.
well, Robin Sane, sorry, the tickets. Robin Sane really is a good friend of mine. He was really there when we started all this. But this is a competition, especially for the upcoming championship belt. There's a lot of weight on my shoulders and a lot of expectations from me. So even if he's my friend, he has to understand, and I'm sure he's going to give it his all, or all in.
All in.
I'm going to have to do the same because, even at this time, there are still some things we all have to prove. He's one of my bestest friends, greatest friends in this industry, but, he has to step up his game because I'm sure I will.
Ooh. Robin saying you have to step up your game according to
Yeah.
Mr. Lucha.
Throwing the gauntlet
Throwing
down.
the gauntlet. So we're gonna have you here next week, and then we'll see if we can talk about
Yeah, so
this guy.
anyway, again, to win one of these 5 tickets, don't forget to like their page on Facebook, Manila Wrestling Federation.
Free
Like
tickets.
Wombo X Combo on Facebook, and also
Follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's twitch.tv/WXC+.
C plus. Yes.
And then we're gonna have the giveaway afterwards. I mean, after the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So-
yeah, do all that now, and you might just win.
You will, I'm sure.
You will. So
Yeah. So thank you for watching the Pipe Bomb on WXC Plus, and we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello everyone, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Rain.